If you want to get involved in karting, there's various ways, of course, to do that, from corporate karting, indoor circuits, through to club racing at MSA level and even Super 1 National Championship level. But something in between, perhaps if you've done a bit of indoor karting, looking to move on a pace, want to do something on a national basis. Two guys alongside me know a little bit about that. Kart Sport, Nick Stanley, tell us a little bit about what it is you offering people.
Well, we try to provide motorsport, for good organised motorsport, for people who perhaps couldn't afford it. Some of them can afford it, and they go from us through into owner-driver competition. But for £50 a round, that's a very, very low fee, and there's no extras on top of that at all. We've been going for 18 years, and we're just growing in success all the time. This year we've had attendances exceeding 100 at several events, and our average is 92 drivers per round. So I think the economic recession is driving people towards us rather than away from us.
And David, what sort of classes can people expect to race in? What are you catering for in terms of age ranges?
We cater for all age ranges from 12 onwards. We have a junior class which is 12 to 16-year-olds, and then anybody over 16 is put into different weight classes above that, and there's no higher limit to the age, so anybody who's able to race can.
Oliver, great to see you here at Kart Mania. Now, there are very, very few works drives in karting. One of the very few is with Paul Fletcher and the PFI team, and very pleased to see that you've been recruited by Paul to race in Europe this year.
Yeah, really, really excited. I found out after doing my last round of Rotax Super 1 about a week later, I got the opportunity to race for Paul abroad and do some stuff with him in the UK. I'm extremely excited for it. All this year I've been thinking that I would like an opportunity to race in KF, and I'm just really grateful and really looking forward to it, because I finally got the opportunity to go and have a go at it.
Yeah, it is a great opportunity, obviously. Paul Fletcher's a great benefactor. He's supported Mark Litchfield over the years. What are you going to be doing in the UK, though, this year? What we're going to see you doing there?
Oh, I'll be doing some KGP stuff with Paul, Super 1 KGP with Paul Fletcher. I'm hoping to do some Rotax stuff as well. I'm not quite sure how much I'll get to do of that yet, because I'm quite busy. But hopefully I'll be able to do some, maybe guess some Super 1 rounds and some big events like the O-Plate.
Lee Harperman, Dan Edwards with me from the MSA Superkart Championships. Lee, British champion this year, and Dan, you were the GP and O-Plate winner as well. Lee, first of all, these 125 gearbox karts you're racing, just tell us a little bit about them.
They're a 6-speed water-cooled engine. There's various different manufacturers, TM, Vortex, Pavesi. There is a rotary and reed engine available in most of the engine manufacturers. They're all fairly much the same spec. Obviously different developments will go on with the different manufacturers through the year, but they are all fairly evenly matched. And
this really is, Dan, old school in a sense that there's no seat belts. You're doing 125 mile an hour or more, 2 inches off the ground. Feels like you're doing about 250 miles an hour. There's got to be a lot of respect between you guys, isn't there, when it comes to overtaking?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone that's raced with us this year, we know how quick we're going. We all respect each other. Me and Lee have come close quite a few times this year, and we've not taken each other out, and that's what makes it good racing. It's not like some of the short circuit stuff where you do see a bit of argy-bargy. This is just pure, clean, fast racing, and you just can't beat it.
Super 1 is the official British Karting Championship series in the UK, and earlier we caught up with the first person to sign up for the series for 2014. Susanna, just seeing you signing up for another year in Super 1. You're in Junior TKM last year. You still in the same class this year?
Yeah, should be a good grid, so we're going to go with the same again.
And what are you hoping for out of Super 1 this year?
Possibly some podium finishes and a seeded number.
And you're one of the very few girls in Super 1. We've not seen many in the last few years. What excites you about karting?
The speed and the fact that you're going really, really quick, and it's all fast thinking. The overtaking's quite fun as well.
And yeah, I think your brother's in the sport as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in TKM Extreme.
A lot of rivalry amongst the pair of you?
Yeah, we always see who's got the quickest lap and who's got the highest finish.
Debbie, here at Kart Mania, the Rishington Kart Club circuit on the Super 1 calendar this year. You must be pretty excited about that.
We're ecstatic. We're going to put Rizzy back on the map.
And you've still got the Midland Championships there, haven't you? That's a real big club event for you during the season.
It is. It's the biggest event we have of the year, with drivers coming from all over the country just to participate because of the stigma of the event itself, with past winners including Jenson Button and Nigel Mansell.
Malcolm, for people coming into karting, club-based karting is where it starts. You're based at Cumbria, of course, Rowra Circuit up there, fantastic facility. But you're also involved in the NKF, Northern Karting Federation Championship. Just explain what that's about.
Yeah, the Northern Karting Federation is a championship run over 7 rounds. It goes to most of the northern clubs throughout the UK. And we take club racers and hopefully put them into the next step up.
So from club racing, perhaps to NKF, and then if they wanted to go national after that. And you've got some decent prizes this year as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got some superb prizes for them. We've got some really good trophies and some drink for the daddies and what we call kit bags with all sorts of prizes in to give them to encourage them to continue their career.
I think you're giving some iPads away as well, aren't you, as prizes?
The winners are going to get iPads, and seconds are getting Kindle Fires, and the thirds are getting watches. So it's something we like to put back in. So we're a not-for-profit organisation, so whatever we make, we give back to the karters.
Salvatore, you're from Vroom magazine, which started life, I think, in Italy, progressed into Europe, and you're now in the UK.
Yeah, we started 25 years ago in Italy. Then we came out with an international version about 13 years ago. Now we're ready to launch the Vroom UK, specifically for the UK market, for the British market.
And this is real leading edge digital publishing technology, isn't it? You can, we're just looking here on it, you've just clicked onto an advert and up comes a video. It really is at the leading edge of digital publishing, this, isn't it, the online version?
It is. Obviously, we continue with the printed magazines, all the offer we do with the Italian magazine, the international, and also the British magazine will be in print as well. But obviously, we have to keep up with times, and our readers and our customers as well, our sponsors, they think is essential to have a digital platform, also because we can have loads of interactive content, videos, more pictures, and well, it's a plus for everyone.
And most of the karting technology we see these days, a lot of the chassis are made in Italy. But what's your take on the state of the British karting scene, the British drivers in particular, in terms of their success in Europe and the World Championships?
It's unbelievable because we cover a lot the international racing scene, and it's outstanding to see how many talented and extremely efficient drivers, very skilled drivers come.
Brilliant, I think you were looking for that word there?
Brilliant, yeah. Drivers come from the UK, and
the best in the world.
Well, we've seen also at the Rotax Grand Finals, you had Oliver Hodgson winning in senior, which is probably the most challenging category. And yeah, I would say probably right now the best.
There are very few sports where parents and their children have to work closely together to achieve a goal that both of them can share in, having invested equal time and effort in the preparation. At the Autosport show, I caught up with her mum and her son to ask how their family relationship has developed.
The relationship that we have with Alex has progressed over the years since he started karting. We've become a very close family. We travel all over the country, and we're always together, travelling up and down the motorways to get to circuits. And once we get to the circuit, I'm there really to make sure that Alex gets up at the right time and get his dad up at the right time as well to get out onto the track, and be sure there that Alex, he eats the right things and he's on time for driver's briefing, etc. And then just it's just amazing to watch the relationship that Alex has with his dad. That's special. The two of them, they get into the nitty-gritty of the performance of the kart and so forth before, during and after a race. And the two of them have really gelled together, and it's lovely to see that. And I'm just so pleased that we've got this family time together. Alex has developed in confidence so much over the last 2 years in particular, and the support that he's got from everybody. But we're just happy as a family, and we have our moments throughout the year whenever maybe certain races don't go just to plan, and I'm there to pick up the pieces and have the tissues on hand. That's for me, not for Alex. And then there's the times when we celebrate the successes as well, and it's a special time.
Since I've started racing, like my relationship with my mum and dad has grew bigger, just through the ups and downs in karting, and as we're from Cornwall, like travelling the distances, we've had lots of laughs on the way up on the motorway, and it's like I've got to know them better, like know I'm family with them and everything, but it's almost like we're better friends than we were when we weren't doing it.
Well, after the break, we're off to Rye House in Hertfordshire to have a look at the new MSA Bambino class for drivers from 6 years of age. Don't go away.